Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. I got a PSA, public service announcement for my married fellas. This one's for you. And it says, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, become a honeydew for your wife. I'm just saying. And for those who know, understand. Those who don't, ain't gonna get it. So let me try to break it down for you a little simpler. Let's rock. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my life. My story is for life. I give you life lessons, real life lessons. But you tune in to receive them. I appreciate that. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Let's go. Right thinking mission. And I'm on it. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my God, the truth. All right, right thinkers, P-Funk philosophy on the PSA to my married fellas. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, you're going to have to make some daily sacrifice. And self-mastery is knowing when and how to do just that when daily. Let's talk about it. When you get good at it, trust me, it works to your benefit. All right, right thinkers. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, make sure you become a honeydew for your wife. That means whatever you need, whatever she wants you to do, that's what you do. I call that doing the right thing. Okay? Whatever she wants done, regardless to what you feel, think, do the right thing. Because this, listen to me, fellas. This ain't got nothing to do with her. This is about you. If you don't, it don't matter what you want to do what's right. That's what's called sacrifice. And your wants and your desire, you put them aside to do what's best or what's right for the wife. Well, I gotta give it. For some reason, who said that women supposed to be submissive to the man? That's the biggest crock of nonsense. I'm telling you, as a man, you should cater to your wife if you want to be happy with her. You want to be married and unhappy? Knock yourself out. Be the man in the house, all that nonsense. Okay, I see where it gets you. Again, for self mastery is knowing when to what? Sacrifice and do what's right. That's the key, fellas. That's the key, fellas. I ain't saying kiss her butt and no, but just do what's right. You know right from wrong. Sometimes we know right from wrong, but because we got an attitude or they didn't do what we wanted to do, they pissed us off, so we ain't gonna do it. That's just wrong. And you're responsible for that action, not her. No. When you do dumb stuff, that's like you picking up a hot rock, a hard piece of coal, and gonna throw it at somebody and think you're gonna hurt them. Get the concept? I learned that from my dude Saudi, and ever since then I've stopped doing that nonsense. Okay, so and again, it don't matter what you want or how you want it. You just do what's right. Some people ain't trying to do that, and those people aren't happy in their life. Why? Because wife is gonna make their life miserable. Again, self-mastery is knowing when and how to make the sacrifice again. So I'll always do what's right over what I feel, what I want. Do you? That's a bitter pill to swallow. A lot of times, our ego, our emotions, all that gets in the way. I don't have those problems. Okay, I'm just gonna do what's right. I don't give a damn. Whether you treat me right, mistreat me, I'm gonna do what's right. Right. I'm accountable for that, so I can attest to that. I'm not gonna make. I'd rather do it with a, I'm gonna do it despite you. Okay, I'd rather do it for you or with you, but I'm gonna do what's right despite you. So understand that. As my pastor said, I'm not gonna let you take me to hell with you. So your actions, you're responsible for them. I'm responsible for mine, and I'm gonna do what's right. That's the difference, fellas. It ain't about the ego. No, it's about you understanding how to do you. Self mastery is knowing when to sacrifice and for what, doing what's right. That's what you have to understand. I have learned what for myself, the experience again, experience the importance of sacrificing for to make a happy life. I had two prior marriages. Didn't sacrifice, didn't work. Okay, wasn't trying to make them happy, ain't trying to work. So that's one of the things you got to understand, fellas. If you're egotistical, you will never sacrifice. My first two wives, I was egotistical. I wasn't trying to sacrifice. Didn't care. Well, I'm doing me. Again, I ain't giving in. I ain't doing that nonsense. Okay, so again, in the divorce, right? So for what, right? When you stand up for what's right, and that means she get to dictate that. I'm gonna do what I need to do. Why? That's what's right. But when you no longer deserve that, we parting ways. So it don't make a difference. I'm not gonna get arrogant and stupid. No, I'm not doing that. I can't do dumb stuff. I'm not gonna combat dumb stuff with dumb stuff. That's like getting in the mud with the pig and claiming not to be a pig. I'm not ignorant, so I'm not gonna do ignorant stuff. Say ignorant things. Okay, and then well, I'm sorry. I don't do that. I'm gonna speak to you the same way, mad, happy, don't make a difference to me. I'm gonna do what's right. I'm dealing with you accordingly. But again, I've learned that lesson. If you're egotistical, you will never make the necessary sacrifices to keep your wife happy or women, your husband. Egotistical female, I'll get y'all too. Just like egotistical men, you will end up alone. Why? You're not going to make the life sacrifices to make whatever you're doing with your mate right. You're not going to do it. So you end up alone. And like me, if I keep sacrificing and you ain't, oh, I know what to do. Simple, common sense. But self mastery is when you're making the best of any situation that you're part of. In my failed marriages, I took half the responsibility. Why? Because I was involved. Simple as that. I was there. Whatever. However, okay, I'm taking half the responsibility. I'm gonna take my half. Simple as that. When I come to the table, I'm bringing something to the table. So when I leave the table, I'm taking something with me. I didn't come here with nothing. I'm going out like that. That's not cool. Okay, understand that. But again, in life situations, you don't control the situation, but you control you in those situations. And I call it just maintaining your cool, just doing what's right. That's used to be hard to do. Now it's not hard for me at all. It's easy for me now to do what's right than anything else. I hold myself accountable. So whenever you can, check your ego. And if you haven't got him in check, every now and then he's gonna rear his head, and you got to be able to take care of that. That means not giving in to selfish physical pleasures. Self mastery is what fighting it off for yourself. No, it ain't about me. It ain't about that. No, it's about what's doing what's right. That's more about me, okay, than my pleasures, my desires. When your desires and your wants don't control your actions, that's self mastery. Trust me. That's how you know. When you know, at one time I've been, don't get me started. So, I mean, going back, doing stuff I used to do that I know was wrong, I'm not doing that now. That don't make me perfect, holding it out. That means I make good decisions now. Come on, man. If it was bad then, why would... That makes no sense. And for all you older guys, trying to catch on your youth, you can't get that back. Let it go. Women, men, stop trying to get back. Go forward, because that's what it's all about. I'm looking forward to getting old. Why? That's the name of this game. Going back ain't happening. So, again, self-mastery puts me in a state of mind where I'm comfortable in what I'm doing all the time. Okay? That's what I'm trying to show you. And I learned from what? Mike Tyson, okay? My favorite dude, But not because of boxing, no. He came to a conclusion, self-discipline. And he explains it like this. Self-discipline is like doing something you hate, like you love it. Down the list, but I got the philosophy. I love that. I love that. I took that from him. I got that, Mike. Appreciate you. All the things I'd have heard him say, nah, he could do. But yeah, that made all the sense in the world to me. So I get it. So the sacrifice I make, I got that from Mike. Okay? Act like you love it. And I'm not feeling it. On a happy face. Okay. Some things you can fake it till you make it. Getting through nonsense that you don't appreciate, it's okay to fake it. Okay, I get through it, I do it. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. So you can call it faking it, but I just call doing what's right when I have to. I do what I really don't want to do. And I'll do it with a smile. Hating it every second of it. Just gritting my teeth, butt cheeks cramping. I'm not built for that. So it takes a little more effort for me to do that. It ain't easy. So I'm getting better. Okay. But the idea I'm practicing, the idea that I'm putting forth the effort. If there's no effort, there's no results. You won't get no change. If there's put forth no effort, you can't get no results. I didn't always do what was right. Again. But I did me. Again. That's selfish. That's ego. Again. I do what's right now. Okay? Why? I'm not driven by my ego. The ego don't lead the way no more. That other guy, Haru, the spirit that's in me and you, my higher self. So if you are married, fellas, and women, just go both ways. Again, I get universal knowledge for everybody. If you want it to work, meaning your marriage, relationship, do your job, okay, and make the sacrifices on your side. You can't speak for the other person, but your job is doing what is right. Hold yourself accountable, and when both y'all doing that, man, it's a beautiful thing. And it takes time. It ain't just gonna happen. Nah. Get past all the nonsense and like my dude got 30 years and they just finding that avenue. So it takes a little while. All right. But if you down for the cause, you'll do what you need to do to make it work. If you just want to bail out, at first time I'm out, well, I was young. I ain't doing this. Hell no. So, as you get a little older, you make a little more decisions. So I don't just up and run like I used to. All right. I take responsibility for that. But if you give me a reason, I'm going. Give me a reason, I'm out. So, but if you're married, young, you got to get through that phase, okay? The both of y'all, all right? But fellas, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, trust me, become a honeydew for your wife. He wasn't a honeydew. Good man, wasn't a honeydew. My grandfather, my pop, he's the reason why I take that title, pop. He was a honeydew. He didn't give a damn. Whatever my grandmother wanted, that's what she got. I thought that was crazy. He was a grandson. We got a nice little nest egg. He retired. I went to retirement party, worked 47 years. Yeah. But he got a nice little nest egg. He said, but your grandmother, she's a shopaholic. My grandmother was a shopper free. She just got crazy, caught up in it at home or whatever. But yeah, he said, she keep, we ain't had nothing left over. He said, she spent up all the money. But he was a real man. He catered to his wife. And how about this? Now, talking about a real man, he was a prize fighter. He was a boxer back in his day. Okay? He won the process, he was slick dude, but he was good with deeds. And everybody respected him. Everybody. Chester, his name rang loud, and he's from Westfield. He came to Newark and made a little name for himself, knocking people out. I love that guy. But yeah, he was whatever she wanted. He didn't deny nothing. And to me, I thought that was a good man. That's my dude. Okay, that's why I took the name Pop as a grandfather. I don't want to be called Gampy or Gappy. No, Pop. All right, I had one. So I'm emulating mine. All right. But when the right thing, again, fellas, when the right thing is being done, that means sacrifices are being made. And when you're doing it on a regular basis, it becomes easier. Some people I used to grit my teeth. I used to cringe. That medicine going down a little smoother. How about that? It don't always taste good, but it's for a purpose, and I'm gotten better at understanding the purpose, so I don't get caught up in the taste. All right, stuff that tastes good ain't always good for you. Stuff that's good for you don't always taste good to you. See where I'm going with that? So, okay, spoonful of medicine every now and then don't hurt. But when I first started on my personal quest of trying to be my best self and doing what's right, putting forth my best effort. Okay, it was hard. It wasn't hard. Now, when I started out, it wasn't easy at all, man. Now, I'm a cheerful giver, and I give daily. I offer selfless service. I give to others. So in the word, they said, what? God blesses the cheerful giver. He would never know that. I know he don't know that. I know that now. How the hell? I know that now. I practice, find out for myself. Yeah. I'm a giver and I'm being blessed for giving. Simple. So I agree 100%. I may not like doing what I do when it's the right thing. But after I do feel better about myself. No regrets. When you do something and you regret after you do it, that means you did something wrong. That's your intellect, your instinct, your intuitive telling you, dude, that wasn't cool. I can live like that because I got conscience. My conscience beat me to death. Okay, I can't do that. At this point, I ain't got time for that. And I'm not burdening myself with my conscience beat me down over some nonsense that I can avoid. That's called wisdom. That's called getting better as you get older. So yeah, but once I'm shown appreciation for the sacrifice that I made, oh man, you got me. I'm my grandfather. He was happy. He didn't have to do nothing. He worked all day. When he came home, everything was. He had dinner. He had the perfect setup for him and my grandmother. They worked perfect together over 50, 60 years. That's a long time. That's all I know. Okay. Again, I seen marriage. Yes, I seen my mom not so much, but my grandparents. That's all they did. They stayed together. Okay, so that was to me that was normal until I got with her. No, they always normal. All right, but when I'm appreciated for what I'm doing, that's what motivates me. That's what drives me. When people appreciate you for what you do, that's what drives you. My viewers, y'all tuning in, that's what drives me. So understand, we all human, all right? And I will continue to do what's right if it's being reciprocated. You good to go. I'll run through brick wall for you. Give me a shirt off the back. Okay, all that good stuff. But if I'm not, remember there's two sides. You can't have one like the other. If I'm shown appreciation, then I will do that. But the flip side to that is if I'm not shown for my daily sacrifices, I'll still do them. That's the right thing to do. Whether you appreciate it or not, I'm going to do it. Like I said, I'm going to do it despite you. I would rather do it with you, appreciate it. But if you don't, I'm still doing it. That's the part. That's the part right there. It's easy to do when they reciprocate. But it's hard to do it when they don't. But I still do it. That's self-mastery right there. That's what Mike said, do it like you love it. I cringe and I got to deal with people. I really don't like how they do what they do, and I got to just suffer through that and just grit my teeth and bear it. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. Understand that. I don't like it. You ain't got to like it, but you got to do it. See, that's the difference. Be accountable for what you do. That's all. Moving on. Let me wrap it up again. This is a personal lesson for my married fellas, okay, and my sisters. This is, okay, a marriage counseling type deal. Okay, self-mastery is always doing what's right over your opinions, your feelings, your ideas, or even more so, your selfish ass pleasures. Put you second. Put what's right first. That's spiritual discipline. That's holding yourself accountable. Okay? It ain't about me. If I'm in a relationship, it ain't about me. It's about the relationship working. So I'm going to do my job. I'm bringing to the table what I'm supposed to for the relationship to work. Excuse me. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. As a team player, if you ever participate in any sport, just do your job. That's all you got to do. Relationship, just bring your part to the table. Do the right thing. That's it. Moving on. It ain't hard to do if you are really want it to work, if you want it to work. Okay. So self-mastery is always doing what's right over your personal stuff. Okay. I will sacrifice any of my selfish desires to do what's right every day. Period. Simple as that. I like things, certain things I like or want certain way. But I will put all that aside to do what's right. Don't make a difference. I ain't thought twice. That's the difference. I don't always put what's whoa, whoa, whoa. If you give, if you're a giver, that means you put everything and everyone over your selfish desires and the pleasures daily. You don't pick and choose. No, you do that. That's how it's hold yourself accountable. Not every now and then, not when you feel like it. I don't, I didn't always put what's right over my own pleasures of the flesh back in the day. I attest to that one. Okay, yeah, I know. I'm getting my my mother was sworn to fun and loyal to none. Again, ego, selfish. As long as I'm getting mine, I don't give a damn. And that was I got that from him. Moving on, but that ain't my thing. All right. Again, self-discipline is a must, and you have to master. It must be mastered for you to be able to what always do the right thing daily. It becomes routine. It becomes a part of your life. I made it part of mine, and it's been working like a charm. So that's why I said I advocate that. Why? That's one of the things that I live by. I stand on that one. All right. You don't have to like doing what's right, but if you are a good person, you will make sure that you make what the daily sacrifice. Your choice. Okay. I make mine every day, and like I said, you want to be happy? Come on, honeydew. I'm about to go. That was the phone call. Speaking of honeydews, I got to go do what I do for mine. Hope you enjoy the lesson. Right thing is keeping it real. It's gonna get no realer than that. I got to go. And in closing, may y'all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I never know my right thing because when I understand self mastery is doing what's right and making a daily sacrifice. What? You want to be happy for the rest of your life? Become a honeydew for your wife. I'm out. Call me Mr. Honeydew.